Hello all. First, I'd like to acknowledge the traditional owners of country throughout Australia and recognise the continuing connection to land and water and living culture. And I pay my respects to their elders past, present and emerging. COVID's kind of changed everything, has a lot. And I hope everyone's doing okay enough out there in the world. I thought I'd just do a little bit of a FAQ because I'm getting heaps of questions and heaps of people wanting to get involved. And the website is made to not necessarily make everything clear. It's to keep you curious, get you to be involved. So I thought just maybe talking about it might make life a bit easier and help out with understanding what you might be signing up for. So you're writing letters. If you're signing up to Play Dead Letter Club, you write letters, you assume a character, a fictional identity, and write a letter to another fictional character of your own creation, and the logistics will all be taken care of. You don't need to worry about that. But that letter will be sent to someone else. The magic of what's happening right now is that usually that takes place over the course of a couple of hours with someone in the room, and you don't know who it is. You're corresponding as made-up people in the room with someone you've never met before. But now here we are, and I'm thinking that we just take over the postal service, and you might end up corresponding with someone in another country, or someone, at the end of the street. You don't know. And that's going to be great fun. And it has been great fun seeing how many people are interested in playing. So yes, you are writing a letter. Yes, it is fictional. Yes, you will get a reply, and that will continue on for a little bit. So it's a spontaneous piece of collaborative fiction authored by two people who don't know each other. Yes, I did make it up. A few years ago, I'm an artist and an art therapist, and I like creating playful provocations to get people connected back to first themselves and their creativity, and then to each other. I think being creative improves your mental health, and I think that when a person has improved well-being, then the community that they live in has improved well-being. So that's one question. That's sort of like an overview. What's another question? Yes, you're writing letters. What if you get stuck? I promise you won't get stuck. Got heaps of writing block cards, which I'll continue to put online and send out in a newsletter, or I don't know, there'll be writing prompts to help you out if you get stuck. There's a YouTube channel now, reading some of the letters from over the past few years, which will at least give you an idea of how far you can take the game, and take the letters and take the narrative and the story that you create. But also, I reckon during this time that I'd like to frame why we're doing this, and it would be a really important moment in shared creativity if the letters that we wrote were somehow framed by the situation that we've found ourselves in. And so anyone that has registered, you'll hear from me that a loose kind of jumping point is isolation, is COVID, is what we're all going through right now. So it might be that you write as the empty playground, and I don't know who you might write to. You might write to a little kid, or you might write to a little dog, or another empty playground, or whatever it is. You might write as that special room that never gets used, but now all of a sudden everyone's congregating in that room. You might in fact write as a person. There's so many different places you can take this, But wouldn't it be a wonderful archive of humanity and creativity if it somehow touched upon the time and place that we find ourselves here in real life? What else? If you get stuck, what to write about? Yes, you're writing letters. Probably a couple of pretty important rules. I always give a little safety talk at the start of every letter writing. Don't be mean. I don't think anyone's out to be mean. Some people, I'm a fairly dramatic person. I have a sense of higher drama as entertainment. We all have our own interpretation of that. So I'll just say no 50 Shades of Grey kind of talk going on. I know erotica. No real life politics. There's no harm in creating a fictional political Star Wars kind of scenario, but don't use any real names or put in any kind of arguments or things like that. That's not what we're here for. We're trying to get away from that. And probably no talk about religion either. No hyper-violence or threat of violence either, because after all, even though we're writing fiction, it's a real person on the other end of the letter, and everybody's going through a bit of a time right now, so just remember that when you play. Apart from that, that's pretty much how Dead Letter might look in the time of COVID. Again, the navigation of the letters is my secret job, and I'll stay in touch with you about that. And otherwise, like I said, jump on the website, jump on the YouTube, and have a bit more of a look about what's going on. And some of you are also interested in the love letters in the time of COVID, which I've also opened out to the world, which has gotten a great response, which is not fictional at all. Although I am aware that a lot of people's dating profiles are very much fiction. But this is just might be a nice way to connect with someone and stave off and acknowledge that we can be a bit lonely right now, and that's okay. So if you want to do that, I might make another video of me trying to clarify things and see how that goes. Email me at hello@deadletterclub.com to ask me questions. I hope that helped, and please play. I promise you will love it, and it will turn out that maybe one day your letter will get read out too, and that'd be super neat. I hope you're all okay. Bye.